In this video I will show you the blob tool and how it works. First of all, I want to make clear what the word blob means. Blob stands for binary large object. In image processing, blobs are areas that differ from their surroundings, for example in brightness or shape. They are often referred to as binary objects or regions. But enough theory, let's get back to our tool. We have already configured the setup for a good image and trained the locator on our target. To configure the tool, select the third step, which says Analysis. Now you can add a tool by clicking to Add the Tool button. In this dialog you can choose which tool or application you want to use. In our case we will use the blob tool. The tool is added to our inspection program and is ready to use. As you can see, there is a default mask region marked in blue in the center of the image. Everything the tool does is related to these marked regions. You can change this mask using the Edit Mask tools on the right, but we don't need that for now. The next information is the brightness range histogram. A single pixel is defined by its gray value, which can be between 0, which is completely black, and 255, which is completely white. With the histogram slider you can define a subsequence of pixels with a defined gray value that exists in your mask region. We can try this by moving the slider to a different position and watch how the overlay changes in color in different areas. This is how you define specific features in your image. In our case we want to find the big spades in the middle of this card, so we mark the area we want to inspect and move our histogram slider to mark the spades as red. As you can see, we find the big spades in the middle, but we also find the small spades and other dark things on the playing card. For the moment they are marked red because the blob tool is set to a maximum of 5 blobs by default. Now that we have defined our mask region and the range of pixels we want to inspect for our case, we need to define some more features in the search parameters to achieve our goal. The blob tool allows you to define 2 different search features. By default, the blob tool uses the most popular blob area feature. In the result table we can see the blob area for the currently found blobs. We added the blob area, minimum and maximum, to find only blobs within that range. As you can see, we are now only finding the large spades in the center of the map. We already reached our goal. Now we want to make it more resistant to false positives. We currently just define the spades by their size. So every dark object with a similar size could get this tool to an OK result. For this problem, there are 10 different features available. If you use 2 of them at the same time, they must both be fulfilled. This is how you can make your verification process more robust. In our case, we use the circularity feature to show you this behavior. We select circularity as feature 2 and set the minimum and maximum value close to the value of the found spades. As you can see, the black cycle is now ignored and the spades are found correctly as before. Finally, we can change the acceptance rule, which is simplified to the number of blobs you expect to find. If you find more or less than expected, the tool is not OK. So you see, the blob tool is a very mighty tool. You can use it to find and count objects in any image.